This is still Talk today, and well, it's time for us to have a very enlightening discussion with a publisher. I have a lady here with me in the studio. What a beautiful change. Okay, her name is Regina Robinson, a publisher. She publishes the Global Affairs magazine and also the convener of Gamma Awards, and also runs a foundation, GAM Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here.
It's a pleasure to have you. You know what they say about women supporting women. All right, but I just want to know something. Is it difficult to navigate in this space in your chosen industry, because it is seemingly dominated by the male folks? But I'm aware that there are a whole lot of female publishers now, no restraints whatsoever. But do you feel kind of intimidated being in that field?
Well, not at all. I don't feel intimidated in any way. You know, the most important thing is for you to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So once you know what you're doing, then the rest, they say, is history.
The rest, they say, is history. All right. Your magazine, Global Affairs magazine, has grown into a respected voice, both here in Nigeria and also internationally. So what inspired you? We want to hear your inspiration story. What was it that prompted you or propelled you to go in this direction?
Okay, what inspired me?
Yeah.
You know, I've always loved to take up this challenge of, okay, if you say a man can do this, a woman can do better. Yeah. You know, some people shy away from male-dominated industry. And I'm like, okay, I will go there and I will dominate. I will thrive. Yes.
Wow. You didn't just want to just thrive, but you also wanted to dominate.
Yes.
Interesting. All right. So I hope you've been dominating that domain.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sure.
So you talked about convening awards, organizing it, and what are the criteria for some of the people who are your recipients? What gap were you even trying to fill when you launched the awards?
Okay. Yeah, it's actually a humanitarian award. Yeah, it's a humanitarian award. We do this to encourage, you know, there are a lot of people that are wealthy, they are well-to-do, but they don't even know that they are blessed to bless others. There are people out there that really need this help, but, you know, they are not even thinking towards that direction. So now, what we do, we look out for people that have impacted lives, people that have projected, they have done a lot of life-changing causes.
Yeah.
And then we look out for them, we award them so that other people can emulate. Other people can see and like, oh, okay, so it's actually good to do this. And then they decide to, okay, yes, just to encourage more people to do humanitarian work. That's the reason why we look out for those that have been doing it, and then we reward them.
Yeah. So now everyone has gone digital. How do you think that the digital transformation in the publishing world has helped reshape its contribution to the economy?
Yeah, it has reshaped, yeah, in terms of when you talk about efficiency.
Okay.
Now, you know, gone are those days that we have to, or people have to wait for the print media to print, distribute, you know, take those papers to other states.
Yeah.
You know, you have to wait for maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 days before you get a news. I know when it's getting to like 3, 4 days, it's getting stale already.
Stale, yeah.
Yeah, so but with the digital, with the modern media now, you know, when something happens now, before you even say, okay, let me be the first to publish, it has gone everywhere. So, you know, I think it has really helped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of those challenges publishers face, considering that people have access to free online content? In terms of profitability, how do you measure up?
You know, that's actually a very challenging one for publishers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you're doing, okay, you are trying to publish now. And before you know it, that thing you are publishing, it's already old. It's no longer new because they've read it online. Yes, it's out there already. So it's not really easy. That's another very challenging part. That's why you see that the print has gone into extinction. So, you know, so you see a lot of publishers now doing events, you know, subscription. That's where you have to really be very creative. You come up with unique content that people can subscribe to.
So that will be your edge.
You know, yes, yes.
Unique content.
Yeah.
So when everybody is going zig, you choose to go zag. Can you give us maybe an instance? Give us an instance.
An instance, okay, for example, now you can come up with, you know, you can just think of a very, there's one I'm doing now, I don't want to say it. So that doesn't go out there before the video comes out.
Oh my God. Okay, so maybe we can let that go, but
Yeah.
I would have wanted something so that the person watching could at least have an idea. Okay, this is the way I can go zag if everyone else is going zig.
And just come up with, think of something very unique, creative, it
Different.
Could be, yeah,
That's never been done before.
That's never been done before. You know, it could be a video, you know, a lot of people do it now. You see a lot of bloggers now, they come up with content and then they drop it, they push it. Before you know, it's everywhere. You know, they're even being paid for it. So they make money. That's how people stay afloat these days.
Okay, so you talked about doing both print and you're also online. Right now, virality seems to be the currency when you go online. So how do you keep abreast? What's your leverage?
Yeah, that's why you don't have to do things the traditional way. That's why carving your own niche comes, you know, for you to create a content that goes viral. You know, you have to go the extra mile, think out of the box, do something that will be so unique that, you know, when it goes out there, people will be like, wow. That's why you see some bloggers, some even go as far as, I'm not encouraging that, you know, they fabricate headlines and then maybe you see a very catchy headline.
And then when
you click on it, it's something different.
That's unprofessional.
It's unprofessional. It's unprofessional. If you can come up with a very catchy headline, why not just create a content that is related to that?
If you say creating content related to that, that could be like maybe suggesting fabrication, or is it that they should actually make certain that whatever it is they are dishing out there is actually reality, or at least there should be some tinge of reality to it, or something tinged to that is close to
even if it's
what they're
not
talking about.
Exactly, if it does not match with the headline, as in if it's not exact, but it must be related to the headline.
Okay.
Yes. Not just giving a different headline and you have a different content.
Yeah.
Because you want it to go viral and you want to make money.
It's rife out there. They do it regularly. It's crazy.
Yes, and they can actually get themselves into trouble by doing that. That's how so many of them get themselves into trouble. So it's actually not encouraging. So it's good to, you know, just think outside the box, come up with unique things, you know. You can still make it by doing the right thing, by doing it the right way. Yeah.
So how are publishers monetizing digital platforms without alienating readers?
Yes. You know, they can monetize their content on some of these social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Okay,
Facebook.
they monetize their pages or something?
Yes. They monetize their pages. You know, they have the one for free and they also have the one they monetize.
Okay.
Yes. And, you know, people, when they've built a lot of followers over the years, you know, they have companies advertising as well on their pages.
Yeah.
Yes, they have companies advertising, yeah.
And that's why we say virality and, of course, multiple and a great number of viewership also draws in the adverts. Really?
Exactly.
Okay, so is advertisement the only way revenue is raised for people in your line of business?
No, not at all. Advertising alone cannot. That's why you see them engaging in other things. Yes, they do a whole lot of things apart from advertising. They organize events, seminars, yes, they also make money from all these things. Advertising alone cannot, yeah.
Sustain it at all. So is that what you do? Organize seminars, conferences,
Yeah,
and a whole lot of other things.
yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to say, okay, because you also told us earlier about empowering women. Wow, so that's about women supporting women.
Women supporting women,
That's
yeah.
interesting. All right, and that's how much we can take today on the program Biz Talk today. It was really nice talking business with you. Let's do this again next time on the same channel. Until then, this is Peace Izako saying bye for now. Thank you.